Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'll put something up there about the Middle East. Watch this. I'm glad you mentioned that Middle East. Put that on the screen. Why is it? Read that, Abiel. Come on.
Why is it called the Middle East?
Raise it up.
The term Middle East originated from the same European perspective that described Eastern Asia as the Far East.
Jump down to background. Raise it up. I want this section here, right? Read that.
Background. The origin of the term Middle East is considered to be in the British India Office during the 1850s. It was popularized by Alfred Thayer Mahan, an American naval strategist who was referring to the region between Arabia and India in 1902. Mahan's definition of the Middle East was the area around the Persian Gulf. Sir Ignatius Valentine Quirrell further enlarged this definition to cater for the Asian regions whose territories extended to India. Prior to the Second World War, another term, the Near East, denoted that the eastern shores of the Mediterranean, in addition to regions centered around Turkey. Middle East was used by the British while naming its command in Egypt in the late 1930s. It was after this usage that the term became widely used in the West. In 1946, the Middle East Institute began operating in Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States.
All right, so now what I want y'all to see, you see that first sentence there? The origin of the term Middle East is considered to be the British India Office during the 1850s. Most people don't realize there was something else going on in the 1850s. They built the Suez Canal, which cut off Israel from Egypt. When you read the Bible, it says the children of Israel walked from Egypt into Israel. Christ in Matthew 2:13 walked from Israel into Egypt. So what happened? When they built the Suez Canal, they built this huge water system that separated Israel from Egypt, well, separating Israel from Africa, I'll word it that way. The Suez Canal cut off Israel from Africa, okay? And that's when the term Middle East came about. That's why when you mention the term Israel, you say the word Israel to people to go, oh, that's in the Middle East. Nobody says today, Phil, that's in Africa. Why? Because the Suez Canal was created in 1859, the same time that they made that term, the Middle East, popular. That's what they've done, Phil. This whole thing has been a great conspiracy against our people, the children of Israel.
Well, you can't hide the truth forever, because they tried. I mean, they tried, and now, a lot of the truth is starting to come to the light. And even watching this, program today, some people will learn a lot, just based off of that history you showing right there, and that even that map. It was showing that basically you've seen a lot of, different Jewish groups on the continent that they didn't even know about, right? Now, let's fast forward to 2021 and the condition of our people today. What should they do for those who are trying to save themselves to repent and turn back to the law, statute, and commandments? Because a lot going down right now. We got this heat going on in the West. The earth is absorbing so much heat, not putting out enough heat. You got waterways drying up also in the West. It's going to bring famine eventually. What can people do to save themselves from what's coming down the pipe?
Well, one of the main things we have to do, which we have never done, give me Zephaniah 2:1. Watch this. Our people talk about this, but they never implement this. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Zephaniah, bear with me, Phil. Bear with me a second. Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. So we have never come together as a race, as a people, united under one banner. That's never been seen before. It's never been done from the time of slavery. We've always been divided into different political groups, religions, and these things, politics and religions, have been used to separate, divide us, and keep us at odds with one another. Did you find it yet? Read it.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We are the nation not desired. We are the nation not desired. That's what some black people can't figure out. They want to be part of the Democrat.